where when you were working with a Malinois and you didn't meet this particular Malinois' expectation, turned on the handler?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So an emission cue, using an emission cue on the wrong kind of dog, because he'll get into this in some great detail, the aversiveness of those signals, right? Their effect on behavior, right? And so an emission cue tells the dog when they're expecting reinforcement that they're not getting it, right? And for the dogs will behave radically differently depending on that individual dog's experience and wiring and things like that. And some dogs will get really mopey, and some dogs will show you like classic avoidance behavior. Other dogs get really frustrated and pissed off, and they'll come after you, just as some dogs would come after you if you physically corrected them. And the dog I was talking about was that kind of dog. And ironically, you could give him a physical correction and he was fine, but if you give him an emission cue, he would come kill you. Like, so tells you like, he's like, all right. And so you could see, and that confounds some of our ideas of hierarchies of punishment and that kind of stuff that we'll get into as we get going.
Yeah, so it's a counterintuitive idea that manipulating a reward can have aversive value. Withholding a reward can be aversive. And it kind of gives the lie to people who say, I only work with cookies and toys. I don't do anything aversive to my dog at all. I'm a purely positive dog trainer. It gives, now, obviously, the aversive value of being told you're not going to get a little bit of food is different than the aversive collar, the aversive value of a heavy shock from an electric collar, right? But in principle, when purely positive dog trainers tell you that they eschew anything that causes their dog any stress at all, they're not accurate. It's just they're in a different place on the continuum, and sometimes dogs react surprisingly strongly to emission cues.